When I stood over here, I saw a gun, a machine gun. It looked like right over that area. I couldn't see who was holding it, but I saw the gun and I went right away into my apartment and locked the door.
You still have your pistol with you?
Yes.
Could we see it?
It's just this little Colt.
That's
.22 Magnum.
That's a Colt.
Yeah. It's just a single action Frontier Scout. More Western style. And that's it.
How many bullets did you fire?
I've only fired the 2 bullets.
2 bullets?
Yeah. Both into the terrorist.
Both?
Yeah. One in his chest and one in the head. Yeah, the first one had him down and it was punctured his lungs. The terrorist attack started off, we heard a bomb and I didn't take much notice of it. The next thing there was gunfire shots in the building and they fired through my front door and I saw the flashes of the bullets coming through my front door. Then I realized they were inside and I jumped out of bed, got my little pistol, which was the only gun I had, and I went and I stood out of line of fire in the passage and the terrorist started kicking my door down and I waited for him to kick the door down, and as he entered, so I shot him. He fell down in my passage and the other 2 terrorists were just across the way at my neighbour's. They had kicked his door down and they were taking him with his little daughter as hostage. I stayed out of sight but watching, and I thought they were going to come back into my apartment, so I thought I'll wait until they come in and shoot them singly like that. And they turned around. The terrorist on the ground that I'd shot was calling to them, so I shot him a second time to kill him as he still had the machine gun in his hand. And they opened fire through my doorway again, but never entered, and they went down the steps and threw a hand grenade, which caught me slightly, the blast as yeah. And when they went out the building, I disarmed the terrorist, took all the machine guns and hand grenades into my apartment and pulled him outside into the corridor and then barricaded my door. It was completely smashed, so I just barricaded it with chairs and waited to see what else happened. That's all.
The barbaric murderers have again perpetrated their foul deed. They killed in cold blood a father and his 2 little daughters. In the course of the attack, a policeman also lost his life while coming to the rescue of the civilians. The government joins in extending its condolences to the bereaved families. The government expresses its appreciation and gratitude to the Belgian and Israeli security authorities who acted with heroism and enterprise at the Brussels airport in thwarting the design of the terrorists, members of the Popular Front of the PLO, to kill innocent passengers. The Cabinet heard the statement of appeal of the Deputy Prime Minister concerning the establishment of the settlements at Elon-Moreh and Shiloh. The Cabinet approved the decision of the Ministerial Defense Committee concerning these settlements. Thank you.
On the eve of the Passover, the Ministerial Committee for Defense, which is the body deciding on new settlements, took a decision to establish new settlements, one in Shiloh and one called Elon-Moreh in the environment not far away from Shechem. I was against that in that committee for two reasons. One, which is well known, there is a difference of opinion between my party and the majority of the government about this. We are against settlements in the heart of the Arab population, although we are for settlements for security reasons. And the second reason why I objected to these two was that both of them actually are results of a de facto operations by Gush Imonim, and I thought that the government should decide on principle what to do and not under pressure of facts which were created as they were. Since the government decided at the same meeting that hence and from now on any execution of any settlements will be announced publicly by the government, and a decision which I welcome, I appealed against the decision of the committee to the full meeting of the government, the plenary today. My appeal was discussed today. My appeal was discussed today. It was rejected by the majority. Although the ministers of my party, all the three, voted for my appeal, there were another one or two who either abstained, but it's up to them to announce who they were. Now that the whole decision is not secret anymore as it was in the past, it is a public knowledge, we shall discuss in the future what are the parliamentary options open to us according to the agreement which we have in the coalition.